what's going on, class? It's your boy Geoffrey and today we're going to do another reaction video. Today we're going to react to the death battle called SpongeBob SquarePants versus Aquaman. Yeah, this is like, it's getting really warm outside, and I'm getting ready to see this as a reaction and as a way to celebrate SpongeBob SquarePants' his 25th anniversary / birthday. So this is because I'm a really big fan of SpongeBob. So let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, clicky clack. We are back. This is SpongeBob versus Aquaman. Go.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We're faced with challenges in life all the time, especially these days. It feels like it's basically constant.
And because of that, it can be overwhelming to learn how to find solutions.
A good therapist can teach you to be a better problem solver and make it easier to accomplish your goals, big or small.
Therapy can be a great way to work through the problems you've been dealing with.
Yeah, and the green stands for better, which is me.
It can be great to have someone to talk
and my OC
to help
is
heal
green,
emotionally,
better than
figure
ever.
out things like
I feel
anxiety or
better than
depression,
ever.
or even just unload stress from the week.
It might be scary or intimidating at first, but talking
Trust
with
me,
your therapist can serve
weekend
as a
stress
respite
is
from the
annoying.
outside world. A battery recharge before you're back out there.
If
Yeah,
any of that
that's
sounds
what I'm
appealing to
talking
you,
about. Am I
BetterHelp
right,
is a
lads?
great
Am I
option.
right,
It's
lads?
convenient, affordable, and best of all, totally online.
All you have to do is fill out a quick survey to get matched with a therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time.
When you want to be a
It's a
better
good thing I
problem solver,
seek my
therapy
own
can
help.
get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/deathbattle today to get
Here we
10%
go.
off your first month.
That's betterhelp.com
SpongeBob versus Aquaman.
/deathbattle.
Rooster teeth. Death battle.
SpongeBob
The boy.
SquarePants, Nickelodeon's #1 nautical nincompoop.
Aquaman, the
Aquaman.
thalassic third wheel of the Super Friends. Thalassic means ocean. I looked it up.
The infinite ink-black depths of the seven seas are home to any number of terrifying, awe-inspiring creatures.
They're also home to these two losers.
Goofy
Though
Goober,
when it comes
yeah.
to cartoon characters, there's always more hidden beneath the waves. That's right, we're prioritizing the cartoons for maximum Toon Force shenanigans. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
To
out
find
who
out
would
who would win a death battle.
The year was 1946. The former allies of World War II were engaged in a Cold War between capitalist West and communist East.
The United States changed history forever with the introduction of the atomic bomb, a weapon of unparalleled
is.
nuclear devastation.
One of their
Boom.
most popular test spots, the site of 23 separate detonations over the course of 12 years for a total fission yield of 42.2 megatons, was
Blimey.
Bikini Atoll in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The results were ecological devastation and perhaps something more. Deep beneath the atoll, the fauna began to change. They evolved, becoming sentient, forming language, technology,
Krabs.
and society. This Bikini Bottom organized into a monarchy under the god king Neptune. It developed a free market economy and a thriving artistic culture.
Even the simplest underwater creatures became capable of complex thought, including
Including
the
me.
very first multicellular organism to be categorized as part of the animal kingdom,
The sea sponge.
And one sponge in particular, the greatest
SpongeBob
among them, lives in a
SquarePants.
pineapple under the sea. Oh!
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, I wanted to sing this song.
I don't know about greatest. SpongeBob may headline one of the
SpongeBob's
most popular
36.
children's cartoons of all time, but he's a
Huh.
total dork. He's a painfully
Yeah, but his
naive
show came out,
man-child
like,
whose
1
only
year
ambition in life
after
is
I
to
was
continue
born,
his
so-
minimum wage job
Okay.
as a fry cook at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah,
Really
SpongeBob's in
sounded
his
like a
mid-30s.
Squidward there, Wiz.
And I'm
And
reaching
no
my
one
30s.
wants to be a Squidward. SpongeBob
Small world,
might
isn't
not
it?
have the flashiest life, but he's happy. And that's what matters, ain't it?
Not
Not
in
in
Death
Death
Battle,
Battle,
it
it
doesn't.
isn't.
SpongeBob is routinely physically incapable of even the most basic tasks, almost like anti-Toon Force. He's the biggest wimp in town, like the time he failed to lift a glass of lemonade, or the time a school bully gave him diarrhea, or the time he effortlessly rotated the entire planet.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh, we're in for some
Huh.
shit now, aren't we? Despite being a real sea creature, SpongeBob is more like a kitchen sponge.
It's true.
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he, after all. He can stretch and shapeshift his body any way he likes, duplicate himself through asexual reproduction, and
True.
absorb immense amounts of liquid. Wouldn't he always be full, though?
From an entire lagoon to, oh god, Enough
Wow.
water to replace the moon?
Oh,
It's
and for some
true.
reason, he has an insane healing factor. He survived being torn in half, vaporized, having his soul removed from his body, and literally being unraveled out of existence. Okay, I think we're
Just
good.
like
We
my
can
OC
just
can do all
end
the
the rundown
same.
here.
No. I need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Perhaps his most mind-bending ability is his
Bubbles.
control over
Bubbles.
No, stay with me. This is unbelievable. Like a soapy Green Lantern ring, his bubbles can become anything he wishes, from guided
This is
cruise
why I call the
missiles
year
to
Geoffrey right
sentient
here.
life and entire bubble societies. That's a pretty similar effect to his magic pencil, which can draw anything he
Doodle
wants into
Bob!
existence and erase it from reality just as easily. The pencil was so powerful, SpongeBob sent it back to the surface where it belonged. But in later seasons, he still just has it for some reason.
And finished. I call him Doodle Whiz. Whiz,
I
he's
made a
just like
doodle,
you,
Geoffrey,
but I made
before.
him with a pencil.
I'm calling the police.
Don't end up like him.
Even the mundane becomes godlike in SpongeBob's yellow hands, like his reef blower, which hoovered up the entirety of Earth's oceans in seconds and then exploded
Fun
on
fact,
top of
Squidward actually
SpongeBob
was
all at
purple
once.
in the
It's
original
estimated the
series, out
entire
of
mass of
water.
Earth's oceans is about 1.5 quintillion tons. Considering all the water refilled the planet in about 1 second, that'd be a kinetic energy of over 6,000
Yoda tons.
Yoda tons.
That's enough energy to nuke Jupiter 13 times over.
Damn!
SpongeBob was
Geminis are having a
completely
rough this
unharmed.
year.
His hydrodynamic spatula isn't
Feel
just
bad
an
for them.
impromptu
Press F in the
bladed
chat for all the
weapon.
Geminis.
It's also his primary instrument to create the greatest foodstuff Bikini Bottom has ever seen. The Krabby Patty.
A burger so delicious, it's basically magic. Not only is it
Press
totally
F in the
addictive,
chat for all the
SpongeBob was
Geminis
romantically
out there.
attracted to one. It can nullify mind control, heal wounds, and even detonate.
SpongeBob has survived nukes point blank, hugged
I
his
feel
best
bad
friend
for
Patrick so
Geminis
hard their
now. I
DNA
support them.
fused, can ride on the scene transitions, and once
Capricorns
cried
and
so hard he
Geminis
flooded
friendship
Bikini
begins.
Bottom, even though it's already underwater. Shit, he once grabbed a hold of this mysterious string and unraveled the entire universe. He literally undid the fabric of reality in seconds. What the fuck?
What was that you were saying about anti-Toon Force?
I'm sorry.
I think I've got
I'm not
some
sure I've
Toon
ever
Force
misjudged a
here.
character as severely as SpongeBob
Never judge a book by its cover,
Nice
folks.
character arc there, Wiz. Unfortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town only saw the goofy goober on the outside. It took more than one adventure to prove himself to be a real hero.
Patty.
You think he ever banged that squirrel?
Nope.
Crush Plankton's Plan Z won the Battle of Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots, and even teamed up with fellow Nickelodeon stars Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom to save the Nicktoons multiverse.
It's
His
true.
biggest weakness is that he's a giant, suicidally naive idiot.
And depending on the humidity of the atmosphere around
Trust
him,
me,
being
I can
out
be a
of the
little bit
water
naive
can
too, but I'm
dehydrate
not that
and
much of an
permanently
idiot.
incapacitate him.
Oh, also seasonal rot. Those first 3 seasons are pure gold, but after that, oh boy. There's this
Oh,
one
God,
episode
I
called
hate that
Squid Baby
episode.
where Squidward gets brain damaged into a giant baby and shits himself on
I
screen.
still hate that episode.
What are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
I hate it.
Oh, right. Trials and
That's seasonal
tribulations
rot
and
right
Hasselhoffs aside, it wasn't until SpongeBob accepted himself
Time
for
to
who
ride
he was
David
that he was
Hasselhoff.
rewarded with the greatest boon of all. Middle management.
So if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then pray to your yellow porous god for mercy, because
It's
his
what
whimsical
I want.
laughter is
I
the
support
last thing
SpongeBob
you'll
all the
ever
way.
hear.
Go Team SpongeBob.
Aquaman, king of the seven seas.
We've covered Arthur Curry on the show before, and he's actually secretly awesome.
That's right, Boomstick. But the version we're dealing with today is from the bargain bin cartoons from the 60s and 70s.
Now, you might assume that means
Interesting.
this Aquaman is a total loser, but really, have you watched all those cartoons?
Remember, this is from the
I
era
haven't
when
watched all of them,
Superman was
but I'm still
sneezing
trying.
solar systems apart. So
I've been
get
seeing
ready.
some other
Art's
merchandise
origin
that
is
other
basically the
YouTubers
same
would
as
like
the
to
Silver
see,
Age
so
comics.
I can understand
Tom
what they
Curry
like
was
now.
a humble lighthouse keeper who decided one day to fuck a fish.
He did not do that.
No,
he
no.
procreated with Atlanta, an Atlantean from the underwater city of Poseidonis.
Oh,
and from
right,
their
my
union,
OC's
Arthur
married
Curry
to a
was
siren,
born with
son of a chicken.
magnificent aquatic abilities.
And he's the king of Atlantis,
Well,
too.
he's-
Oh, wait, no.
I would be
it
surprised
says here
because my
that was
OC's
introduced
the
in the comics
smart
later.
one with
Here he's
the
just some
goofy
guy with magnificent aquatic abilities
Ay, ay,
and
ay.
a giant mutant
Ay,
seahorse that
caramba.
neighs just like a land horse.
This Aquaman comes from a time when everybody who's anybody had their
my
own secret
OC
cave with
reformed the
assorted
sirens.
gadgets. He's
What a
got an
surprise.
underwater jet ski, a net, octopus ink, a water pistol, and a portable
Everything's
heat ray
becoming
to blast
canon.
right through solid ice. Not exactly mind-blowing, but, I'm sure we're ramping up.
We sure are. Aquaman's hybrid human
on,
Atlantean
SpongeBob,
biology
win this
grants him
battle.
superhuman strength and the ability to breathe underwater indefinitely and withstand the crushing depths of the ocean floor.
The pressure at the bottom
You know,
of the
I think
Mariana
I'll just do
Trench
this
is
as a premiere.
16,000 pounds per
This will
square
be a
inch.
premiere,
That's
and
like
then it'll be a
being
public
stepped on
post.
by 100 elephants. Which is a lot, I guess.
Yeah,
Aquaman
I'm
is
doing this
also
as
an
a YouTube
incredible
premiere.
swimmer, able to travel
Or I'll
from
just do a
Florida to
regular
Maine
post. I
in
don't give a
under an
damn,
hour.
I'm just gonna do
That's
whatever I
almost
want.
twice the speed of sound.
Like
he can
Mach
create water balls and
1.75.
whirlpools out of thin water, and fittingly, water-based attacks are completely ineffective against him. And of course, you can't forget his aquatic telepathy.
He can talk to fish, and he can even control people's minds and give them seizures, right?
Holy
Actually,
shit.
that second part is also just from the comics. Cartoon Aquaman can talk to fish.
He can
which
talk
is
to
awesome.
fish, and my
His
OC can
telepathy can
reform
reach several
sirens.
miles, summon hundreds of sea creatures at once, and works on anything from microscopic organisms to alien life. As long as it's aquatic alien life, of course.
Wow.
But he can still mind control them, right?
Kind of. He can free them from mind control and even influence their emotional state to some degree, but besides that, there have been times when sea creatures have just
Ignored him.
his commands outright.
Wiz, I'm gonna be straight with you. You haven't said anything remotely mind-blowing yet. Does this Aquaman actually suck?
Hold your seahorses.
Yeah, he does.
Aquaman's exploits were so world-renowned, he banded together with Earth's mightiest heroes to form a team capable of defending the planet, nay, the universe, from any
The
threat.
DC Super
The
Friends.
Super Friends.
The Super Friends! They're like the dime store knockoff version of the Justice League.
No, they're not.
No, you've got heavy hitters like Superman,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, and Batman.
Keep going.
Yeah, I
Flash,
can relate to
Green
Superman.
Lantern,
Uh-huh.
Apache Chief, Samurai,
Apache Chief? Who's that?
Black Vulcan, the Wonder Twins, and their pet monkey Gleek.
Wiz,
What?
stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
No,
That's
wait,
embarrassing
his
right
best
there.
direct strength feat was when he, moved some trash.
Moving
About
garbage.
50
Keep the earth
metric
clean.
tons of it.
The jokes write themselves, huh? Fun fact, Aquaman once enrolled in an American college under the name Mr. Waterman.
Mr.
So we're working with a
Waterman.
pretty hefty IQ here, huh?
Okay, so he's lame and arguably
Yeah, he's
completely
lame.
lame. I was convinced I'd find
Yeah,
some
this
crazy,
Aquaman
insane
is
Popeye punching out the
so
animator
lame.
feet somewhere, but no, he sucks.
He
actually sucks. His best feat is literally garbage.
I'll take over from here, Wiz.
Facts.
Aquaman is a bit of a joke, sure, but he's not completely useless. He's dodged laser beams, defeated a living Titanic by
How?
luring it into an iceberg, seriously, and beaten this water elemental Undyne, who looks like a gorilla for some reason,
Bruh.
by summoning seagulls to pelt her with clamshells. He once even outswam this
Which is why
Kryptonian
Undyne
pterodactyl
from
monster,
Undertale is better
Rokan,
than
who
the
flew from
Undyne
the
from-
edge of
from
the
the DC
galaxy
Super
to
Friends.
Earth
I'm
in about
sorry, it's
15
true.
seconds.
Wait, really? Okay, now we're talking. That'd be over 55 billion times the speed of light. And Aquaman's swimming clearly outmatched that. It doesn't matter if it looks lame.
You get
Jesus
one, buddy.
And hey, he could probably kick your ass, person that's watching at home, so
I don't think he can.
That's
because he
something.
needs water.
Well, not if he's on dry land. If he's out of the water for even 1 hour, he dies. Never mind.
Facts.
Person watching at home, just hide for a bit, grab some lunch, and then stomp on his corpse.
But is raw power really what makes someone a hero?
No, it
or is it the
doesn't.
drive to help others, to be of service, to sacrifice? That's what a
Yeah,
hero
you gotta
is to me.
sacrifice some
And I'd say
things.
Aquaman's got as much of that as there are
Even if
drops
it's
of water
temporary.
in the ocean.
He's gonna
He's
lose.
about to die.
Yeah.
Aquaman's gonna lose this one. He's gonna lose this
This
battle.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
After years of
Mints.
fine print
I
contracts
like
and getting ripped
peppermints.
off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that
Come on,
there's always
SpongeBob,
a
win this
catch.
battle
So
for
when
me.
we first
Win it
heard
for
that Mint
Geoffrey.
Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, we thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them
Oh,
and using their
this is gonna be
service,
fun.
it all made sense. There isn't
I
one.
can't wait
Mint
to see
Mobile's
Aquaman
secret
get
sauce is
beat
that
up
they're
like
the
my
first
favorite
company to
Fun
sell wireless
friend.
service online
SpongeBob's
only.
gonna win
They
this
cut out
one.
the cost of retail stores
I'm
and pass
placing all
those
my
sweet
bets on
savings directly to
SpongeBob.
you.
Mint Mobile's wireless quality is especially impressive, and as a world-class mad scientist, I'm pretty picky.
Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or a family. And
If
at Mint,
SpongeBob
families
wins,
start at 2 lines. And all plans come with unlimited
people are gonna
talk
have
and
to
text
subscribe
plus
to me if
high-speed
SpongeBob
data
wins,
delivered on the
okay?
nation's largest 5G network.
It's true.
And you get to keep your current phone number along with all your existing contacts.
To get your new wireless plan for just $15
Come on,
a month
SpongeBob,
and get
win
the
the
plan
battle.
shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
That's mintmobile.com/deathbattle. Cut your wireless
Oh,
bill
yeah, I
to
might
$15 a month at
eventually do Goku versus
mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
Do the third one.
The
times
combatants
the
are
time.
set, and we've run the data through all possibility. One.
It's time for
One
a death
possibility.
battle
It's
of the
time
sea
for
creatures.
Aquaman's funeral!
Boom! There go the robots.
Mermaid Man! Wait a second, you're not
I can't wait
Mermaid
to see
Man.
my OC
The
join the
name's
death battle
Aquaman,
soon. I can't
evildoer.
Evildoer? I'm a hero!
wait. My next wish
I
is coming
save
through.
this city. There's only one real hero here, fiend, and he's a super friend.
You see, sir, I'm a sea sponge, phylum porifera, and you can't just...
Oh shit. Oh, it's on now.
How about a little
karate?
Waterman?
It's Aquaman.
Boom! Pow! Blam! They're really.
Of course, he's a sea creature, and as the king of the seas, he's mine to command.
Guided missile. Boom! Pow!
I wasn't just
Oh, that's
reaching
the
out
old-
to you,
That's why
Sponge.
I was staying away
Let
from
him
the water.
have it, chums.
Didn't want to get shocked.
Great Neptune!
Get a load of this, Seaman!
Damn it, it's Aqua!
Oh man, he dried the entire ocean up.
Need water. Powers fading. Is there nothing I could do? Amen. I see it now.
Yeah, because this Aquaman is
Multiverse
the
of
worst
Aquaman.
fucking one.
And out of all of them,
He's the
I'm
lamest
the
one.
lamest fucking one!
Called it.
I'm a ripoff,
Called it.
a joke. I'm no superhero.
People used to say the same kind of things about me.
Same.
Goofball, wingnut,
SpongeBob,
Knucklehead
I agree with
Spazatron.
SpongeBob on this one.
But every day,
I always get
I
back
get
up
back
and
up
say,
and say
I'm
2 words.
ready.
I'm ready.
May the best
May the
one
best
win.
hero win.
The best Jedi wins. Eraser.
What?
Come on, SpongeBob, win this one for Geoffrey. For Team Geoffrey.
The
Other side of the universe.
universe.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh yeah.
Prove it to you. I'll be a real superhero.
Boom! You gonna win. SpongeBob? SpongeBob? Yes.
Cry, Sponge. Let's be super.
He won. Yes!
KO! What is is it with ridiculously OP nautical-themed cartoon characters on this show, Wiz?
This was an incredibly close fight.
And my OC's
Gotcha!
also
Obviously,
like
Aquaman
SpongeBob
didn't have a
throwing up
snowball's
the
chance in hell in
Goku.
defeating this little spongy bastich.
Where do we even start? With his bubbles and magic pencils, SpongeBob could basically do anything he wanted. There was no way Aquaman wouldn't get totally overwhelmed, especially with his much more
Wow.
limited arsenal. I can't think of a more lopsided
Oh, man, I
matchup
wanna
than
get
someone whose main attack
a
is
Death
throwing
Bell,
water against a
First Luke
sentient
Skywalker
sea
versus Harry
sponge.
Potter.
Aquaman's
No,
only
SpongeBob
potential
versus
option was his
Aquaman.
telepathy, but as we've covered, it's far less powerful than his comic counterpart.
Oh,
There's
shit,
no
this
reason to
is
believe
good.
SpongeBob
This
wouldn't
is
just
definitely the
ignore
year right
Arthur's
here,
commands.
Capricorn.
Even if it was straight up mind control, SpongeBob's Krabby Patties
why I
straight
had a
up
burger
cancel mind
today,
control.
because
And
like
really,
Krabby
nothing
Patties.
Aquaman had could overcome Bob's utterly broken regeneration.
The little yellow dude has survived being completely
And apparently my
disintegrated
OC
into dust
also has
and even
broken
erased from
regeneration.
reality. All Aquaman can do is punch kind of hard, and even that's basically useless against Bob's squishy body.
Maybe Aquaman could have found a way to dehydrate SpongeBob enough to keep him permanently incapacitated, like when he
Yeah,
and
fun
Patrick were
fact,
trapped
I've
in
been
Shell
drinking
City.
a lot
But
of
that
balls
would
of water
require
so
the
you can
fight to take
hydrate.
place out of the water.
almost summertime,
which
so
messes
yeah.
Aquaman up way harder than it does SpongeBob. And it
cyclone.
also require the fight doesn't instantly end up with SpongeBob karate chopping Aquaman at 10 shit zillion times the speed of light, splattering
True.
his atoms against Saturn. Cause yeah, remember when SpongeBob unraveled the universe? Considering the
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I need to do this one. This is
It's
fucking insane.
insane.
Compared to SpongeBob's size, the string's width is about 192 micrometers.
Micrometers.
We can use that to find the volume of, say, 1 meter of string, and compare that to the volume of the entire
Entire
observable
universe.
Considering it took SpongeBob about 5 seconds, he would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
And my OC
that's
has
as many
that
times
same
faster
power
than
as
light as
SpongeBob.
there are atoms in the universe.
That's it.
This
That's more than the
It's
entire
the
atoms in the
fastest
universe.
calculable speed feat in our show's history. And it
It
belongs to
both me
SpongeBob
and
SquarePants.
SpongeBob
But
SquarePants.
do you think he could take on comic book Aquaman?
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?
Good point. Because let's not forget,
Of course I didn't forget.
that string feat also destroyed the entire universe. And stuff like that is actually consistent.
SpongeBob is literally aware of the fourth wall and has rewritten the plot of his own story as he's living it. Screw the pencil or the bubbles, he can just will whatever he wants into existence from his imagination. He's a god, a yellow, spongy god of death.
And that's why he beats Goku.
Hell
At least
yeah.
Arthur finally got to be a real hero. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. He's dead. Too bad for the King of the Seas. That
This is
sure
one
was one
sweet
sweet
victory.
victory.
The winner is SpongeBob SquarePants, our
SquarePants.
god. Thank you for watching. Stay
Oh,
tuned. We'll be jumping into the
holy
next
crap.
matchup
That
next
was
week.
amazing.
But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right
Geoffrey
over
wins
there,
again, another
and by
bet.
downloading the battle music linked down below.
Next time on Death Battle. Oh boy. Jason versus Michael Myers, October 30th. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the death battle of SpongeBob versus Aquaman. I was placing all my bets on SpongeBob, and SpongeBob won. That's the second death battle guess or bet that I won. First it was Luke Skywalker, and now it's SpongeBob SquarePants. This is definitely the year of Geoffrey, in my opinion. But this is also the year of Capricorns, because 2024 is the year for all the Capricorns. So, yeah, thanks you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. May the force be with you, class, and I'll see you next time.